So good morning. We're in Disney Shanghai. How cool is that? So yeah, the security line was very long to get here. So
we read about that, but I mean, nothing still quite prepares you.
But yeah, it was the longest line we've been at any theme park. But we're here. We're in Disney Shanghai. We're gonna check it out already. It's a very beautiful park. Very beautiful. And there's a lot of trees here too. But yeah, we're super excited to be here. It should be very fun. Let's go check it out. So I guess it's still Easter time here. They have these cool decorations set out. That's really adorable. Ah, look at the little bunny over here. We got another Easter thing over here. That is an impressive castle. That is just huge. It's amazing. So we're checking out Adventure Isle first. Inside of this, we're gonna try and hit Pirates of the Caribbean. Battle for the Sunken Treasure, I think is what it's called. And most of the rides have at least 30-minute lines. So today's been a very busy day. We might end up having to buy their fast passes here. So when I said buy fast passes, I meant premier access passes. Because you can actually buy, they're basically fast passes, but you can buy it. They're called premier access passes. And they run in sets of, you can buy 8 for the day for 440 RMB, which is about $44, something around there. So yeah, we might have to buy those today. Here we are, Pirates of the Caribbean, Battle for the Sunken Treasure. Now this is supposedly a way different Pirates of the Caribbean than the one we have at home. But I've refused to see any POV videos because I wanted to experience for the first time. So already I can tell that this queue that they have here is just amazing. So it looks like they have fans throughout the whole queue, which is nice. It's not a hot day today, but if it is, the fans would definitely be nice. The cannon over here. Check out this courtyard. It's pretty good. It's pretty well detailed. Even though guests don't wait in line over here, I mean, Disney's still amazing enough to actually put in the detail behind this area. Okay, we're almost inside the building now. I wonder how much further the line is. Look at this sign over here. They have it in Chinese on the left and then English on the right. It's kind of interesting. So there's a guy behind me that's actually selling merchandise in line for the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I don't know if that's legal or if Disney allows it, but my guess is they probably don't allow it. But he just sneaks in and does it. Now this is pretty cool. So to the left of the queue area, you actually have this really cool like small scene they set up. Looks like a bedroom. And then below, I don't know if you can see it in this light, but they're actually the boats. They're down here. Yo, yo, a pirate's life for me. Holy cow, I didn't even see it. On the other side is another small setup they have. It looks like a small study or the pirate captain's lair. They have another scene set up. This looks like the wanted section. We're almost to the front. So this loading area sort of reminds me of like Hogwarts Castle with all the lights up top. But it's just absolutely huge. And very cool. Here we go. Looks like they have a restaurant inside.
我们就是守卫。那我绝不会告诉他们，沉默的宝藏就在这里。闭嘴！宝藏不在这里，宝藏不在这里。
So yeah, outside of the ride is a little shop. Ton of different options. So it's similar to Disney World where, you know, you exit the ride and there's a shop where you can buy stuff. And it's a very well themed shop too. Oh, look at this coffee cup. It's a coffee cup Mickey. And it is 109 yen RMB. So that was probably the coolest ride ride I've been on so far in this park, and we've only been on one ride.
Yeah, so I don't know what you can take from that, but there you go.
It was an incredible ride. I actually don't mind if they would change the other Pirates of the Caribbean to this ride. I know that might be blasphemy to some, but this ride was really, really cool. I like the ride mechanic too.
Yeah, I had no idea this was going to have the boat turn around.
So it's not a traditional raft ride. A traditional raft ride basically just lets you drift through the ride and the currents take you through. This ride, you were always on a track system, although it made it appear you were in the water.
Yeah, and it has a little bit of a like wobbly bit to the boat, more so than the other ones, which is so strange. So it gives the most boat feel.
An incredible attraction though. I loved, there's a couple scenes that we'll try and show you later when we film a 360 video, but it made you feel like you were rising through the water. That was incredible. It reminded me of Harry Potter Gringotts actually, a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that definitely for especially the track system and how you're moving through it, but you're in water.
Yeah, it had the same sort of ride details, props, and then they used screens in a way that really immersed you in the story, and it was incredible.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where you're looking. It's not like some rides at other parks and things where you'll see screen and then BAM! You look high enough, nothing. No, they do a very good job of keeping you immersed.
I do wish, and there might be an English version, but we couldn't understand the Mandarin, so that kind of took away from the story. But I mean, you can sort of tell, you know, they're battling, they're sword fighting. Yeah. That's the story.
Yeah, and it mostly has a lot of Captain Davy Jones, which I like. I prefer that villain out of the Pirate series the most, probably, because like I like Barbossa, but he's not fully a villain anymore. So out of the true villains, yeah, I like that they kept Davy Jones.
But yeah, excellent ride. We got a lot more to show you guys, and let's go do another one. Also bought a donut, a Minnie Mouse donut, and it looks kind of interesting. That is just a huge donut. Look at the size of that thing. That's huge. And how much was that?
I think 35 RMB.
Okay. So, huge donut, fun ride. We're gonna do Peter Pan's flight now since we have a fast pass for it. As we're walking over, I had to look at these sippers, or might be popcorn buckets. I think that Crystal's saying there might be popcorn buckets, but yeah, wow, those are adorable. Oh yeah, those are definitely popcorn buckets. You can see one here. Looks like they're 100 RMB, which is about $15, I think. Ooh, sea salt popcorn, caramel popcorn. The sea salt looks delicious though. So that popcorn looked pretty delicious, so I ended up buying my own popcorn bucket. And this is just adorable. It's adorable, and lots of popcorn. I don't know if it's unlimited refills here, but we'll see. I'm willing to buy some more popcorn though. We were walking over to Peter Pan. We saw that they have cherry popcorn. I'm gonna have to try that after I'm done with my current popcorn, but yeah, cherry popcorn. So we're in line for Peter Pan. We just use their fast passes. Super simple with the app. Let's check out the queue of it. Beautiful painting on the wall here. Little tree there. And they also have fans once again here. This is the queue, or like the loading area for Peter Pan. And it definitely has a different background than what we're used to at Disneyland and Disney World. So I wonder if the ride is different or the same. We'll find out. Here we go! So, that ride was definitely better than I think Disneyland's version.
I think that this Peter Pan was smoother than Disneyland's. Disneyland's is always the jerkiest.
Yeah.
But I'm not quite sure if it's as smooth as Disney World still. I feel like Disney World is just like the top of the game for smoothness. This felt longer.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's more show scenes. Some of the show scenes were a little bit different. They featured actual like screens versus physical characters, and I don't know how I felt about that.
At least I don't think that they did too much of that. So I did appreciate that. And I found a little hidden Mickey. That makes me very excited. It's a very simple one. It's very much like the Disneyland Haunted Mansion with the plates, but except for it's done with cups. And it happens right early on in the ride, that first room that you're in. So be look out for that, and let me know if you know of any others.
Yeah. I actually like the London scene in Disneyland more than this one. But
Well, I mean, the Disneyland London scene has Mickey in the clock tower, so nothing can really beat that.
Absolutely. I think we're gonna go get some food right now, but or a ride, I'm not sure, depending on what fast passes we have. Right next door is actually Be Our Guest Boutique, so we're gonna head inside prior to anything else. So yeah, it seems to be an average store. Oh, and there's Shanghai ears. Disney, yeah, okay. Now are those 129 RMB as well? Okay, 129 RMB, so that's about $20. That's cute as well. Oh, look at this Donald Duck one. Crystal's been looking out for this one. That is adorable. I'm not sure if this creature is basically solely for Shanghai. I don't think I've seen it in Disneyland before.
There is one small section in California Adventure where they have featured Duffy Bear, but it is definitely much bigger here in China and I believe in Japan as well.
Yeah, lots of Duffy Bear merchandise here if you want it. Wow, there's another even whole shelf full of Duffy Bear merchandise. And I think that might be a bunny Duffy Bear, I'm not sure. So we decided on pizza. We're going to the Pinocchio's house, village house. But I just wanted to show off another view of this castle. It is absolutely huge. I would dare to say it's actually bigger than Disney World's castle. We ended up going with the Peking duck pizza and the spicy chicken pizza. And both of these look absolutely delicious. They're in the shape of a Mickey, which of course in itself is amazing. Just look at that. It's a Mickey pizza. And this Peking duck looks pretty delicious as is. And it is a combo meal, so it does come with a Pepsi. We were confused about that at first, but it does come with a Pepsi. I think the best way to eat this pizza is to cut off the ears and then eat the main pizza. So yes, we are cutting off the ears of the Mickey. So far I'm liking the Peking duck a little bit more than the spicy chicken. The spicy chicken just isn't for me. It has like some cashews on it. I'm not too much of a fan of those. And it's a little spicy in some parts, but in others not so much. So we just had a great lunch. Lots of good pizza. And now we're headed off to do Winnie the Pooh. That's back where we came from. But yeah, the pizza was great. I love the Mickey shapes of it.
Yeah. He's like, I wish we had the plates for home. You could use each of the ears for like one for veggies, one for like another little like side, like pasta rice dish, and then you have the big Mickey, main face area for your main dish.
Yep. I just wanted to try and sneak them out, but can't do that. Shouldn't do that. But maybe we can buy a pair. That might be pretty cool. So Peter Pan's flight is usually the longest line at any park that we've been to, Disneyland or Disney World, but here it's only a 50-minute line, which is not the longest line here. So I guess they don't like Peter Pan as much. Here we go to the 100-acre woods. So they actually have a new ride for Winnie the Pooh called Honey Pot Spin, and it's kind of like a Mad Teacup ride, it looks like. And the line for this is actually only 20 minutes, so it's not that bad. And it's kind of a cool looking building, but we'll see it more another day. But yeah, there's like honey pots up there that glow. And here we go for the mini adventures of Winnie the Pooh. 50-minute line. That's kind of high. For the queue, there is just so much green. Look at all this green. It's just amazing. Green is probably one of my favorite colors, so I'm glad they have all of this. So as I was expecting, it is in Chinese Mandarin here. But, I mean, we know the story pretty well. Let's see if the rides actually change. Cool how we're actually like walking through the cutout of a page. Like we're diving into the story. So it actually started raining while we were inside here. We were actually just talking about it while we were inside. When is it supposed to rain? And yeah, it just started raining. We definitely don't get rain in California. We're almost to the front. So we just got off the ride. And it looks like we also exit into a gift shop. Same as the Disney World's park and Disneyland's ride.
Rain, down, down, down.
Yes, it is still raining. And it came down, down, down. This shop is very well decorated. Look at all the leaves up there. Very nicely decorated. Oh, the little pooh ears. Definitely a different queue than the one at California and Epcot.
Yeah, this queue is kind of reminding me more of like Indiana Jones style. Oh, the sky.
Look at the stars. They have a projection wall, it looks like. Oh wow, that is cool. Wow, that is just so cool.
我是阿克奥妈妈，可爱亚百丽。大家都扣好安。现在，我们就冲向蓝天。
So we just got off of Buzz Lightyear to the rescue, and I whooped her butt. I scored an easily 1.1 million points, and I think you got, what was it, 250,000?
I have no idea.
I did have an advantage though. I had a red laser, which is much more easy to see in the darkness, and she had a green one.
Yeah, it depends on which side you're sitting, on whether you get the green or the red. And in particular, my green one was, it's in need of a little TLC. It's very, very faint. But other than that, I liked how it seemed like whenever you got a big bonus, it would vibrate or something, I think I noticed. It was just like, it made a different little special sound, I think. So I just remember knowing like, oh, I did something right.
And I love the whole setup of the ride. It is much better than Disney World's, which definitely needs an update. Disneyland's is decent, but I just love the whole TV aspect versus like the set. Because I can tell when my laser hits the TV versus the other objects where, you know, you don't know if you hit it or not. So to me, that part was nice. But yeah, we're about to do Tron Light Cycle now, which should be fun. It's indoors, so because it's still raining, that is nice.
启动扫描程序。
蓝队，欢迎光临创电子世界。由此前往。
So we just did Tron Light Cycle. Probably one of the best coasters I've been on. I love the theming. Tron's probably one of my favorite movies. The second one, the sequel, First one's pretty good, but the second one is one of my favorite movies. I love the Daft Punk soundtrack to it. But the coaster, extremely fun. Definitely do it. It's one of those rides where it's an e-ticket attraction where there's always going to be a long line. So try and get a fast pass to it or just wait in the line. The line's pretty pleasant too. It is still raining outside now, but we're gonna go do the River Rapids ride. So it's actually kind of crazy. The moment it started raining, everybody started buying a poncho or an umbrella. So I'm sure Disney just made a boatload of money off that. Ooh, that's a cool seat for their jetpacks ride. Little buttons on the handles. And I think that's like a Dumbo ride where it goes up and down and just in a circle. It's this one over here. And it looks like it, yeah. So this is another beautiful example of Disney's landscaping that they have. Just, it's so green. I guess they're lucky they have the space for all this greenery. I know Disneyland definitely would not. They'd put like 5 rides in this area. So we have to walk across the whole other side of the park to get to the River Rapids ride. And so we're traveling through the middle. Detective Hops, and I'm forgetting his name right now.
Nick Wilde.
Nick Wilde.
I think that's correct anyways.
Checking in for duty as Easter eggs. So they have all these custom little murals here. So we have Remy, Babe the Blue Ox over here, Tigger, and then over here we have Thumper, Mushu, okay, he's up next, Ka, Maximus, he's up next. Ooh, the little towers behind him. Jolly Holiday Lambs. They seem pretty happy, especially that middle one. Abu. And then we have the last 3 up here. We have Alanadale. I'm not sure what show, or oh no, he's from the Fox and, not the Fox and, Robin Hood. Okay. Pluto over here. And last up is Ham. And so these are all like made out of little tiles. I don't know if you can see it, but they're a whole bunch of little tiles, and you know, all of them were just made up of a whole bunch of little tiles. That's just amazing. And there's Woody and Buzz.
I think it's called a mosaic.
Mosaic, okay. Wrong word here. It's a mosaic. Word of the day, mosaic. Different than mural. So we just did the rapids right here. I'm not sure if I remember what it was called, but the line for it in the morning was about 2 hours.
And it's been raining for probably the last 2 hours as well. So we thought that would have cleared out some lines, especially because it's not hot at all.
Yeah.
It's, if anything, a little bit on the cool side. No, it's still like a 90-minute wait.
And it's nothing special. I don't know that it's worth that. It's kind of like Grizzly River Run at California's Adventure. It has the same system where you go around and then underneath the track again. And other than that, you don't get too wet on it, actually.
Yeah. Which is nice if you don't want to get too wet.
But there's only one splash at the very end when you're on flat water where you get wet. But other than that, in my opinion, you don't get too wet. But yeah.
So not really worth a 2-hour wait.
Definitely not.
I would definitely do the like Fast Pass Premier Pass, or if you happen to get lucky and it's like 30 minutes or less, ideally 20 or less, then I would give it a shot. I mean, it's a rapids ride. You can't go totally wrong with a rapids ride.
Nope. And there's some interesting theming inside the ride too. But yeah, I think that's it for us. We're kind of cold and wet, so we're going to go home for today. But we'll be back tomorrow to check out more of Shanghai Disney.